Hello, hello, hello. The clock on the wall says 1 o'clock. 20 minutes after 1. 39 balmy degrees. We just left Coors Brewery. Wanted to say Coors Field, but I didn't want to mess anybody up. We are top heavy, easily rolloverable, I should say. Take a corner too fast, you're going over. So we are also about, I hate that stupid thing. We are, what are we? 77,000? 77.5? Let me see. 30, 65, 75. Yeah, 77. Yeah, about 77.5 is pretty good guesstimate. It's snowing up in the mountains. Yeehaw! So we're gonna have to get up there and play in it, I reckon. Hopefully, I'm trying to get up here. I don't want to put chains on. Will if we have to, but you know, more than likely it's not necessary. Until it gets really bad, then it's necessary, and I have no problem throwing my chains, because this truck is just going to keep trucking down the highway. We just came in from Nebraska. We went out to Omaha, delivered some plumbing supplies to about 5 places, and then went over to Pender, Nebraska. Picked up some metal watering troughs for livestock, and delivered here in Denver. It was over at Hutchinson Western, and usually when I go in there, I'm dealing with a gal. This time it was a guy. And so I go, hey, is this like a drop in the hook? Grab an empty and stuff? He goes, no, it's a live unload. I'm like, okay. Thought it was kind of odd because we haul for them. So we have some empty trailers there. And we'll get it when they load up. Anyway, I'm sitting there like a more-off, and this boy comes over, this man comes over, forklift, goes, I thought he was going to get my paperwork, so he got to load the trailer, and I go, well, he goes, you don't have to sit here, there's empties over there. I go, well, I figured that, but I asked the guy in there, and he's like, no, it's a live unload. He goes, man, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You just drop it right here and go grab an empty and you're good to go. I'm like, wow. That's what I thought. I even asked the guy that. I asked him specifically, no, it's a live unload. He cracked me up and goes, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, okay, thank you, you know. So I was able to get on, boogie on down the highway, and so I asked Wendy, I'm like, hey, do they have any loads going out of there, going up to Oregon and stuff, that would deliver on Tuesday? She goes, no, we don't. And she goes, take your empty over there to Win. I'm like, okay. And so then get a text from her a little while later stating that she might have a load going to Granby, Oregon. It's over there between Salem and Portland. That delivers on Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, okay, because see, I've got 15 hours. Actually, now I have 12:45 left. I go, I was hoping to get a reset done so I could keep running. But whatever you got is what we'll deal with, you know. Temperature's 37, balmy. I think it's just going to melt on the highway unless it gets dumping too hard. Then it'll be sticking a bit. That'll be the California snow, that warm, nasty crap. So she goes, I'll have to wait and see that I've got everything covered before I can give you that Coors load. I'm like, that's fine. So I pulled over to take a shower there in Aurora at the Flying J Pilot, whatever it is. I think it's Pilot. I can never remember. And she sent me a text stating that that load was ready, or that I could run the Oregon one. And I'm like, is that ready now type thing? She goes, yep. And I'm like, sweet. Took my shower, boogied over there, picked up the load, and here we are. I would like to get up through here. I don't like chaining up on this. These hills are pretty steep here. Right when you come out of Denver. Temperatures drop down to 33 by now. See what digital says. Digital doesn't say anything. Glad to see we're getting some more snow though. We'll be running our flashers here. It's been a while since we've had a heavy load. Heavy. The one I just picked up would have been nice. It's 25,000. It's 44. We've been running around really light lately. So at least here, knowing that no matter the wind or the snow or anything like that, we are planted to the ground and we can truck on through. Normally I would go I-25 up into Wyoming, but at this time of year it's sketch because I'd have to read the weather reports and all this other stuff to see what, because they might shut the highway down to light, high-profile vehicles, which they do a lot. But they could very easily shut it down to all traffic, and that's when it gets bad. It's like, man, here I am sitting, not making any money. So I always check that out, and then we'll more than likely go this way. But we are going this way, not because of that, but because we're going to do a 34 at home in Junction. Then go back to playing with wood products. Finish my daughter's riverbed table. I'll snap a picture of that and show you guys once I get that finito. And then start another project. They'll usually, it has to snow pretty hard for them to put chains westbound, which is the way we were headed, westbound and down. But it could still happen, but I'm not too worried about it. Once we get past here, man, it's a piece of cake. Once we get over this first Genesee Hill, I like to call it, it's probably what it is, I'm not sure. But like the hill going up to Eisenhower is not bad. Georgetown could be nasty. That's the other one. Leaving Georgetown westbound, it's a high beam. Asking for high beams there. The Cadillac. No. It's a new one too. It's a new Suburban. Like 20 or 21. Anyway, that Georgetown hill could be pretty bad, but once we get past that, we climb right up to the tunnel and Vale. They usually put the chains up 90 to 95, and actually they go at 95 to 90 because you're westbound. And one time, I think the first time I ever got put in that situation to chain up, I'm like, where is the chain up station? It's like at mile marker 96 or something like that, and I missed it somehow. Not on purpose. I'll say it if I did, but yeah, it was not on purpose. We're 31 degrees now, and anyway, I went right up to the top. When I got up to the top, there was a state trooper right there at mile marker 190 on the on-ramp, and here I go cruising by with no chains on. He didn't do anything. I think they're more apt to look at, did you, like, if you mess up, then you're going to be in trouble. More as, hey, I'm pulling you over because you're supposed to have chains on and you didn't. Because usually when it's in that situation, they're so busy that they don't really have time to do that. Unless they're cracking down, then, you know, ticket you will get. But yeah, once we get past, there's a little hill going around the corner. It's like a right-hand turn right before the tunnel. It goes right after the Loveland Pass exit. It goes right and climbs, and then left, and then you're in the tunnel. And the problem usually is traffic will slow you down, and they go so slow right there that you can pretty much get screwed right there because you're going so slow. You need that momentum to keep you from spinning out. That now they made it more difficult. What I like to do then is, if I see the traffic, I'll back up and let it get a safe space, if you will, so that I can shoot it when I get there. But then we have cars taking my safe space away. Makes me curl up in the fetal position and cry like a baby. Anyway, yeah, the time, I already said the time. Temperature now we're down to 30. Pert near at the top. And then we will just keep on trucking. I think we'll be good on Georgetown. When we get that one, we're going to be, and we're only about 25 minutes away from that. It's been kind of warm lately, so that's why the roads are just wet. I think. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see you in a bit. And this is where we start having issues. What is today? Oh, it's probably why. It's Friday. All the skier traffic leaving. And we're early, sort of. 1:46. But yeah, we got 3 lanes going down to 2. I forgot that's why we have so much traffic. They throw in a little snow. It gets really bad. It's sticking to the roads a little better now. I think traffic's helping to break it down a bit. It's still 31 degrees. Top of Floyd Hill here, fixing to go downhill. 6% grade. We're in one position Jake, 6th gear, about 1650 RPMs. That bobtail up there is going to make it a bit difficult for us. He acts like he's got a load on. We definitely do. Not quite icy yet, but it's going to be. These skiers are going to want to leave Denver and go up the mountains this weekend, and they're going to have fun. There goes the tanker. I knew he was going to do that. I want to do it too, but I can't get around. I don't know why he's going so slow. The bobtail truck, that is. You can see the highway, they're kicking up mist, meaning that it's wet. I think he picked it up a little bit. Doing 45, 9th gear, 1700 RPM. You can see how the highway changes as you, of course we're going down in elevation, but you can see how it changes as you drive, and that's how I drive. I adapt to the changes. I don't, like, he's just doing one speed. And we're doing multiple speeds. We get around his motor home. We're going to get past Georgetown. Not looking good over there, not looking good. They did open up the HOV lanes, or the, they usually charge them, but I think they waived the fees. I won't put you through no more of this. Finally able to pass his motorhome. So the express lane, I call it HOV, actually express lane, is open, no toll. I would take it if necessary. At the moment it's not. Still 31 balmy. Coming up to Idaho Springs, where the gold rush began, so saith the sign. I thought we were behind some plow trucks. One, two, three. They're pulling trailers now. What I did up in the mountains was we just had a truck, dump truck, with the wing and then the front plow. But you had to really like pay attention too, because you could come across a car on the shoulder that's broke down. You can plow it right off the highway if you're not paying attention. And I meant, like, obviously you're paying attention, but you've got to really, really pay attention, because you can't see them until you're right up on them. And if you have that effect that you get from falling snow and strobe lights, it hypnotizes you, kind of jacks you up, to be honest. But there's because I'm feeling the need to change lanes, but I don't see the availability to do it. I should have got in that express lane. No toll, so she's a freebie, but you would think they would have an exit right here for it to get off here at exit 240. Nope. But they should have exit and entrance areas. But actually, we're not doing too bad here. We'll just keep on trucking like nothing on earth. Vale. Yeah, it's like all the other mountains around here, except for the price. See you in a bit. Toll open. Exit 232. That's our exit to go home. Until that tanker up ahead drives this route quite a bit. We're both heavy. Well, I'm heavy, so I assume that he is, because we're still with each other to a degree. My point is just that when you drive mountains and snow all the time, you get acclimated. You become skilled in it as well. Should, otherwise you shouldn't be driving a truck. I think Georgetown Hill is going to be just fine. Show you. Coming up on Georgetown. The lake is over here to the left. Might see some people ice fishing on it. Yeah, there's a few people over there. At the south end of the lake. It's like maybe 2 or 3 people ice fishing. And then coming up Georgetown Hill. This is really nice, but I did see a UPS truck pretty well covered up in snow. Try to get our momentum up as high as we can, because we'll slow down pretty fast. piece of cake. But you can see it snowing right there. We go higher to Eisenhower. We should be good to go after this. I think we can make it the whole way without chains. Well, we will. I'm not even going to worry about it. You don't need chains to go downhill. Unless you're in California, Washington, or Oregon. The left coast. See you in a bit. Okay, we're getting closer to Continental Divide, Eisenhower Tunnel. A little bit worried on the back side, downhill side. There's red, purple traffic. And maybe it's just, hopefully it's just the off-ramp. People trying to get off Ski Breckenridge and stuff like that. And that other ski resort, Keystone. Hopefully that's all that it is. But we won't know till we get over there. A little bit of snow, a little bit of purple or red traffic on Vail Pass. And that's going to be I think on westbound lanes. See how fast it changes. See, they got this chain up station right here, and the only bad spot is right there, the dog leg before you get to the tunnel. And it's because it goes to the right and it's on a hill. And if you're doing a good clip, you shouldn't need to chain up. Doing 50 and a 65. That's the best I can get out of her. So, a few people have asked me, where's my new truck? I don't know. Aston Martin right here where I left. Ugly thing. One of their SUVs. They usually have really good looking cars. In a way, next month they have more trucks coming, so I assume it's going to be one of those. But I talked with Raul, and he's the head mechanic. Asked him about how the new trucks have been, and he said that they've all had issues, every single one of them. Call them COVID trucks. Turn cruise control off. An old Bessie here, 418. We got 411,833 miles at this moment. 0.5. Not one bit of problem with her. It's been a really, really good truck. So he was telling me, he's like, if you have a good truck, I don't know if you want to upgrade. And I go, I know it's kind of got me wondering. So I was talking to Ed, and I was like, I don't know. I was talking to Raul. I don't know if I want to get one. He goes, oh, a lot of it's just digital issues that they've had. I don't care. If your truck is in the shop, it's not making money. That's the only reason I'm out here. Well, and to make videos for you guys. We are close to the tunnel. Oh, no, no, no. Like, hopefully he's going to do the shoulder. A plow truck up there. So see, he's got the wing out. He's got a light on it too. I don't know if we had lights on ours or not. Maybe. It's been over 20 years. "22 balmy degrees." So I don't know what he's cutting. There's nothing to cut. I guess he realized that as he raises his blade. Side blade anyway. You can smell that smell too, the carbide. It brings back memories. "Icy roads ahead, traction law. Give extra space between vehicles." Yep, I agree. Stay away, but they don't. So this is the dog leg I'm talking about. You see it climbs. So we're climbing right now, and then it goes to the right. And plus you're over a bridge, so ice is up right here. When they stop you, like this is full force. I'm attacking this with everything that I got. We're doing 33 miles an hour. Just to show you how it's a lot steeper than it looks. But that 90 to 95 mark on Vail Pass westbound is actually a piece of cake. I don't think there's anything like this grade right here, which I'll call 6, 7, maybe. $2.30. I was going to swing by the yard and get fuel, but I was like, you know, the sooner I get going, the sooner I can get going again after the break, which of course I'll milk that for all it's worth. This delivers Tuesday morning. I will leave. These guys are wanting me to blow the horn. They throw their skis up in the air, their ski poles up in the air. So he's going up around that back here, see? The plow, back up around. So it's just going to get worse up here, and I'm glad to get through it before the traffic intensifies. Speed limit 50. We're doing 40. Pop out the other side. Steep grade ahead. Truckers, steep grade ahead. Sounds like a good thing. That's what the truckers, steep grade ahead. That's probably the way I'm saying it. That's what it is. Oh, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. Long grades, gear down, clown. We need to gear down. Get We don't know. It could be a whole other environment over here, which I'm going to say it probably is. I'll get our flashers on. It's 35 going down this hill. Kind of looks okay from that point of view. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think it looks all right. I mean, like, we just came into this tunnel, but it was a certain way, but you could literally come in one side to be sunny, the other side to be snowy. They trying to warn you, folks. Well, you just slid a bit. Let's do a brake test. Can't really see what's going on, but are these guys over here trying to climb? Yeah, he's spinning out. Can't really see that far ahead. I don't want to just go into traffic that's stopped and then we can't stop. Yeah, it could be close to where they want to shut the highway down. We're doing 21 mile an hour, 6th gear, 1700. First position, Jake. We'll go to 2. There's 2. There's 1. There's 2 again. So you have to be ready to take that off if need be. There's 1. No brakes at all. If you start to jackknife, you need to be able to turn that off quick. Throttle up a little bit. I'm sure chains, or maybe they didn't enact it yet, but chains should be required on eastbound right here. "21 degrees. I wish it was colder. This is a good clip. Since I really can't see that well, I don't want to come up on stop traffic as heavy as we are. Takes a little longer than usual, but you if you have an issue, you end up taking longer than a little bit. Summit County's getting today's snow, right? State trooper. See, we're holding steady. One position, Jake, 1,700 RPMs, 22 mile per hour. Change things up a bit. I want to go around that truck, but I don't want him to come in too close to me on the right side, his right side. There is a lane we're in right here, but they don't follow it when it comes to snow. See how they drift towards the lane? Yeah, I'm coming through, partner. I'm just going to get through while I can. A couple of trucks spun out there to the left. That's what causes it. See, and they should know better, but a lot of them don't. You know, if you're heavy, put chains on. If you're light, you could probably get away with it fairly easily if you could keep your speed up. That's the thing. Yeah, 7th gear was a better choice. Water tastes good. We're at 28. That was second position, Jake. We're in first, so I dropped it down to 2. Always vigilant, ready to take it off. One of the viewers asked me, he was going down the hill and he ended up jackknifing. He wanted to know how, and I'm like, I don't know, I wasn't there. There's so many factors: temperature, weight. If you're going to use the Jake, you better know what you're doing with it. Like that guy a long time ago, oh, you shouldn't teach people how to use Jake in the snow. I'm like, that's all right. You being from the South, I understand you have no clue, and you're right. You shouldn't do it, but you can if you know what you're doing. He's like, 30 years Canada. I'm like, OMG, 30 years and you never learned how to Jake in the snow? We've literally gone down this whole hill so far with our Jake brake, which you're not supposed to do. But we started out slow and tested everything, and now we're going down. We were in 6th, and now we're in 7th. 1st and 2nd position Jake. We're heavy though. I haven't had to use my brakes at all. And this is what you should be able to do, is go down the hill without touching your brakes when you're a loaded semi-truck. Right now I'm in position 2. If I started to move, slide, I would turn it off instantly. You can also do that by throttle up. If you throttle up, it'll cut off the Jake. But I just have a natural reflex to flip it forward, because it's right here. I'm touching it right now, my fingertips. It's it's on the tree stalk, if you will. Like your turn signal. Turn signal's on the left, on the right's my Jake. And you just turn it off and throttle up, get the truck straight, then use your brakes then to bring it down nice and easy on the brakes, to bring it back down to a good speed. And you'll be all right. And that's how you get out of it. And if you got into it, then you're probably going too fast. It's too warm out, too light. So you need to bring it way down. Then you can use your Jake again, but just be going a lot slower. We can see better. I'm going to kick up another gear. That's the whole thing, is being able to see. There's full position Jake right here. The reason I can do that is because we are heavy. We're right at 35. We have good tires also. Now see, the left coast requires a drag chain on your trailer. Somebody go over the edge over there? There's definitely a car on its side. I don't think he went over the top of the rail here. He just probably spun out, went into the mountain. See what happens if you get too close to the edge here, to your right there. There's that fire truck right there. Oh boy, this guy is practically stopped. The problem is I had cars coming up on me. I'm reading the pavement in front of me as well too. It looks grippable, if you will. It is, and it isn't. That wasn't too bad. We got Vale next. Wonder what we got going on over here. Okay, we're free at last. Dexter. Let's see what Vail has to offer. They be chaining up. And by rights, they should be. Ooh, it's hot. It's our sister city, Silverthorne. There you probably have a few trucks that are like, I'm gonna wait. In his lane because you never know if somebody's gonna merge on the freeway. 26 balmy degrees. Clock on the wall says 2:51. 1451. Vail ought to be fun as well. Let's go play in the snow. Yeehaw! I'm in this lane here because it's the passing lane, and that's what I'm doing. So I like to watch Matt's Off-Road Recovery, a towing company that pulls people out of the sand and snow and everything else. Took that Corvair wagon and turned it into a 4x4 off-road recovery tool. Anyway, he was like, I'm not trying to be macho guy, not wearing a jacket in the cold and stuff like that. He goes, the old boy told me a long time ago that your mind, when you say you're cold, your mind believes it because it is, and starts shutting things down and makes it tough and harder on you. But when you change your mindset and tell yourself that it's really not that cold, you can actually get through it because your body can deal with it because your mind has said it wasn't. Anyway, it's like mind over matter type thing. I'm a firm believer in that. It's like Vail's going to be pretty fun. It's the same thing like same concept. I'm calm and cool and collected in driving on snow like this because I've done it for so long and I know a lot about it. but it's also a mind thing. In my last video, I think I posted, well, I still get anxiety at times. Usually it's in the beginning of the season and the end of the season, not every time I encounter snow, but anyway, I feel the same way it is with the snow. If you just relax, and you're not going to drive like me, obviously, until you've got some years of experience behind you, but if you could just relax in it and not be so scared, you'd be a lot easier on yourself. It will reduce the stress level tremendously. It's really not that bad. A lot of people freak out more than it is, because, well, it is kind of nasty to drive in, but I get a kick out of it because it's a challenge, and it puts your skills to test. Do you know how to deal with this stuff? And like I said, my driving changes per foot as I roll along. We're at 24 degrees right now. As the highway changes, I change. So this is, we're getting close to the 195, 190 that they would normally tell us to chain up on, westbound and down, but I'm not chaining up. We don't need to. We got plenty of grip. Oh yeah, I don't see the signs anyway. I'm trying to freeze my window right now to get the snow to bounce off of it instead of melt on it. And even if right now, if I did see it, which it doesn't say it, if I did see that it said CMV required chains, I've already passed the station, so I'm not going to do it. Not to mention, we don't need to. We have all the right stuff. A little heavy, but we have good tires. We have a lot of weight. Yeah, somebody was going to pop up. It slows you down right here, so I try to get my speed up as fast as I can go. Looks like somebody kind of spun out there. So when I'm driving like this, which is clipping it, it's when you don't want to do anything out of the ordinary, like jerk your wheel. I wouldn't worry about the brake, the throttle when you're heavy, but any kind of braking and stuff like that, it's when you could end up in a ditch. And I think we might have that window cooled off enough. It's getting there. Try to break some of the ice up. So yeah, this is the 195, 190 mark that they make us chain up on. As you can see, it's not that bad. Sunshine. So you can see there, it's just a gradual grade. I'll show you the next part. So there's the next part. So it's like, this isn't really a chainable hill. I think we got our window cold enough. So even this here is probably the steepest part, and it's not even that bad. Well, we'll end this video here for now. If we get into some more fun weather, I will just do another video. So, thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace! It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. See ya!